What up, techies? Let's talk about workflows, and now we're going to add in some if-else conditions, meaning we can get different actions to take place based on whether our customers have or haven't taken certain actions. So we have a setup service. Using workflows to manage done-for-you services is very smart. It's going to help you stay organized. So as an example here, we have to collect information from our customers if we're providing a setup service for them. So inside our setup services form, we ask for a lot of information like their branding and their images, the stuff they have to submit to us basically for us to complete the project. Now, when they complete that form, meaning we now have all the information we need to actually go ahead and start the project, we then have a project management process that goes on behind the scenes, and I'm just working on this workflow at the moment. So the first thing that happens is the response of the form is actually added to the customer's notes automatically. Now, of course, you have to set this up. So one of the actions you can create is called add responses to notes, meaning add the responses from the form to the customer's notes. Now, by the way, when somebody fills in a form, all of the information they submit does automatically go on their client record. But if you've got lots of custom fields in their customer record, you have to kind of go up and down through the record to find all of the different pieces of information. But what you can actually do is you can add an action inside your workflow called add responses to notes. And you can actually use the custom values to then put the actual submission information into the notes as well as them being in the customer's record. So you don't have to do this. This is just something that we do so that when our staff then go ahead and start the project, they actually have all of the information from that setup form right there in the customer's notes in front of them. So they don't have to search through all of the custom fields that are in the dashboard. So that's just one thing you may choose to do. It's not a thing you have to do. Like I said, you just may like to do that. We really like to just have all of that form submission information in the notes area for easy access. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move them to the correct stage in the pipeline. So now that we've got their customer information form, it becomes a live project. So we're saying now, create or update an opportunity. So this is actually to update an opportunity. We change the name on the card inside the pipeline to say live project setup information has been submitted for contact name, and that will pre-fill with the person's name. So it will say live project setup information has been submitted for Joe Blogs. We've updated the value, and we've updated the status as 1. So it means that the opportunity, the sale has been won. It's now a live project. Then what we do is we send an email internally to the team. And this says, please start the project. The form has been submitted. So it's a notification to the team that they need to actually get cracking and do the work. So I've got a little email here that says this project is now ready to go. The client submitted their information. Please check that they've paid. Make sure you book this setup in your calendar so that it goes ahead. And again, all of the submission information for that form is included in the email. So again, we're making it as easy as possible for the staff. And again, that staff member might be you. So you might actually be sending this to yourself if you are the person in the business that's doing the project, right? You're going to send this email to yourself so that you are getting all of the information, keeping yourself nice and organized. Then what we're going to do is we're going to wait for 3 days. So I'm basically going to give the team 3 days to complete the project maximum. And then we're going to say, after 3 days, send an email to the team. So we're going to send it to whoever the assigned user is. So whoever's been assigned this particular project will receive this email. And it's just saying, hi, just checking in if this project has been completed. If it's not, please schedule time in your calendar urgently to get this job done. If it is completed, please make sure you move them to the project completed stage in the customer journey so that we know this project's completed. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically keep checking in with my team until this project has been completed so that no job can be left falling through the cracks, so that no client's project, disappears into cyberspace. We want to make sure that every project is delivered on time every time. So instead of me having to remember to check in with staff manually, we're going to use the system to automate those check-ins even more. So we've waited for 3 days. We've checked in with the staff member. Now I'm going to wait. I'm going to put in a wait period, press wait, and I'm going to wait for another day, right? And I'm going to just basically be very annoying to my team until this project is completed. We want everything getting done. So we're going to wait for a day, and then we're going to say to the system, if or else. So let's scroll down to an if else condition. And this is where I'm going to start deciding, what are our conditions basically. So we're going to create a branch, and we're going to call this is the project completed yet? Oopsie, let's change that to capitals. Is the project completed yet? And I'm even going to call this the setup project because we have different types of projects. And then this is where we're going to choose the conditions. So we wanted to see if, we can't choose, hang on, let's just press save a minute. We can't do fields. Interesting. Please add an opportunities trigger. All right, let's pause this. Cool. So I just had to pause that for a second just to go through and add my branches. So basically what we've done is, in order to, I basically want to then check, has the project been completed or not? So what we've done here is we've created what's called an if or else action. So you find that by going to add and then if or else. So I'm going to click on this and show you what I've created. Basically, you have to create what's called branches, and these here are the different options. So branch 1 is, I'm saying to the system that the pipeline stage is live project. The other branch, I then press add a branch, and the pipeline stage is, and then I select the pipeline stage project completed. So this is going to give us 2 different branches. And by the way, this bit here you manually add, so you know what your branch is called. By default, that will just say branch. So you need to just type in what your conditions are so that it shows up here and you know what the different actions are going to be. So basically you can add as many branches as you like based on the different conditions that might be getting met. So I'm going to press save action on that. So what happens if the project is still live? Well, obviously I want to say, hey, team member, this project needs to get completed. So what I like to do is, because this internal notification over here just says this project is still active, is it finished yet? Please complete it. I'm actually just going to press add an action, and I'm going to use the action called go to, like so. So go back to reminder to staff. Save. And then we're going to just press, go back to, it's really always hard to get this to trigger. Doink. There we go. So now what we've done, excuse the babies in the background, it's the weekend. So now what's going to happen is, if the project is still in the live project status in the pipeline, then just go back and send another reminder to my staff member. And then they're going to wait for another day, and then it's going to check again. And if it's still live, it's going to remind the staff member again and again and again. And it's going to keep reminding that staff member every single day on repeat until the new condition has been met, that they've moved to the project complete stage. So now if it goes to project complete, I'm going to do another little internal notification over here. And I'm going to say email notification. And I'm going to just send a little message to my team member to say, well done. So let's say Sarah Cordner. And from email will just be our support at TekMatix.com. I'm just going to pause this while I write this. Cool. So I've just made sure I've sent out an email to the assigned user saying congratulations on completing the setup service for contact name. So that will pre-fill that client's name. And I've just said to my team member here, thank you for your amazing work on completing the setup project for contact's name. Make sure you sent the client a handover video showing them around their account and thanking them for working for us. Thank you. Well done. Save action, right? So I'm saying well done to my team member. And we can even go one step further and we can add things like review requests. So let's see if we've got review requests. Send a review request. Woo! Okay, so we are going to send a review request to client. Review type. Let's ask for an email and save action. Now, by the way, this is actually set up in your reviews area, but I'm just going to press save action. So now it's going to send a review request to the client, and then we will close the project. Sorry, I just sneezed. So that's now finished. We have now a form submitted for a setup service. The project is all getting managed. The staff members are getting checked in with daily until the project has been moved to the complete stage. We send the staff a thank you. We send a review request to the client. Ta-da! And you can get real fancy pantsy with this, right? You can add in all kinds of different things, but hopefully this just starts giving you more ideas as to what you can actually do with this. You can get so creative. And as you can see, it really starts to automate your administration and project management behind the scenes, deliver an excellent customer service. And it's all done totally on autopilot. Love the tech stuff. Happy teching!